time again for Shadowhunters. Last night was Season 2, Episode 10, the winter finale, By the Light of Dawn. Whoa! Oh my god. Holy crap, that was such an episode. It was intense. It had everything in it. It's gotta be one of my favorite episodes this season. It just had everything in it, so let's just get started. Right away, we open up with the wards to the Institute have been breached. So we're on high alert, Alex leading everybody, and in walks this cute little warlock child, midseason, and we start to lower our weapons, but then she flies Alec into the elevator, which I thought was kind of sweet because I believe she didn't want to hurt him. She likes him, so she doesn't want to hurt him. And then after he's safely away, she proceeds to suffocate the rest of the Shadowhunters. Like, wow, okay, we're starting off with a bang. So Valentine takes over the Institute. He has Simon in Audrey's office, holding him captive. But no matter what, we're trying to keep Clary away from the sword so that she can't touch it, even though she really wants to go get Simon to save him, but we have to work out another plan to go get him because we can't let Clary anywhere near the sword. We're still at the old carnival thing, and Valentine's gone, all the experiments and stuff, all those are gone, except there's one left in a cage, and it's Dot. So we take her back to Magnus. He heals her, and she tells him something. But then we mentioned the vision again that the angel Ethereal showed us. So Magnus acts to see the vision, so he puts his hands on either side on Clary and Jace, and he sees the vision, and he confirms what I've already thought, that a demon can destroy the sword, and we kind of come to the conclusion that someone is Jace because he has the demon blood. But right away, I knew it wasn't Jace. I knew it wasn't Jace. I knew it was it's going to be Sebastian. It's not Jace. But because we right now we think that Clary is the one who can activate the sword, and Jace is the one who can destroy the sword, and also destroy himself in the process, which is just really... So we kind of make up a plan to try to get Simon back. I'm a little fuzzy of some small stuff that's happening, so if I forget it, I apologize. If I forget some stuff, I apologize, because the episode was so intense, so I'm only remembering certain parts of it. I'll go back and rewatch it, and I'll remember stuff later, but if I forget anything, I'm sorry. But there was a nice Clary Magnus scene on the balcony, and Magnus reveals that he never felt this powerless before, and it was sweet. And Clary gets another hostage call from Valentine, Tony, and Simon, and then Valentine slits Simon's throat, and he's bleeding, and he's possibly dying, and he needs blood, and we need to go save him really fast. Everything just keeps getting more intense the more the episode goes on, and Alec is back at the Institute alone, taking charge, and we will find out that we need Clary to activate the sword, but Valentine also needs a lightning bolt to activate for it to work as well. Well, we think we don't have one, but we realize that the power source of the Institute will work nicely, so Alec has to go and turn that off, and winds up having some good scenes with Audrey. They wind up fighting together, and they learn a little bit more about each other. Audrey's past story about the love of his life, and that was really sad. At this point, I don't hate Audrey as much as I started to. He's becoming more likable, and I do think that he is starting to get true feelings for Isabel. That last scene he was in, he was looking at her in a new way, and I think he is getting real feelings for her. So, and I think that's nice. It'll make him more likable. Not saying anything's going to happen there, but you can develop feelings for someone and nothing ever goes along with it. And real fast, just gonna touch on Isabel and Raphael real fast. They're together, but then Isabel's out of it. Her phone keeps going off with messages from Alec. Raphael sees it, but he doesn't tell her, and then he hides her phone from her. Just really? Would you really do it? But, and then she winds up finding her phone really easily from that shelf. She just heard it vibrating, and she knew exactly where it was. So he obviously didn't hide it that well. But he was probably just trying to protect her, but shouldn't have done that because you just ruined things between the two of you. We make a plan with the downloaders to try to get Simon and stop Valentine from using the sword. So yeah, I'm just gonna go straight into the fight at the Institute because I just really want to talk about that and I can't remember anything else. I know this is really bad, but we make a plan outside, and then Clary comes in, gets captured. Valentine comes to her and then takes her to Audrey's office where he's holding Simon. He lets her give her blood to Simon, though it takes a lot of coaxing for Simon to drink from her. So I was really starting to think that Simon wasn't going to wind up drinking from her, that was going to be Jace after a while. But then Simon does eventually bite her arm, and she's feeling into it. Valentine gets desperate. Oh, he's drinking too much. He's gonna kill her. And then they grab one of Valentine's Shadowhunters grabs Simon, pulls him away, and then the glamour fades, and it's not really clear. It's Jace. They did that scene from the books. Everybody's seen with Simon drinking from Jace and becoming a Daywriter. It happened. Everybody can be calm and be happy. That shocked me so much. I almost basically screamed, or I was making incoherent noises. So yeah, Simon drank from Jace. It wasn't really Clary. Clary and Magnus does wind up coming in. We find Madsy again. We find Madsy walking the halls. Supposedly, I think she was looking for Iris because Valentine told her that she would be there, but he lied to her. And I think she was slowly realizing that what she was doing was kind of bad or whatever, because when Magnus finds her, she was looking down at one of the dead Shadowhunters, and she was probably realizing that she was being used for something bad. And Magnus winds up talking to her, gets her to trust him, and they get her out of there. And then Clary was really badass in this episode, fighting Shadowhunters left and right and winning and overcoming in the fight. Alec and Audrey's up on the roof trying to shut down the power source, but the passcode's not working. We obviously can't do it from the outside. And then more Shadowhunters come up. We have to fight. But it's 2 against. I think it's 2 against 4. Not really fair. But then Miss Isabel comes in and takes out all those Shadowhunters by herself. Jace and Simon go to get the sword, but they had a nice conversation and a couple lines from the books. I didn't realize it at the beginning because it's been a while since I've read the books. I didn't realize those lines were from the books, but maybe they did trigger a little memory. I'm not sure. They may have seemed familiar, but I realized after that they were lines from the books. And Simon and Jace always have great funny scenes. We're around the corner trying to come up, and then Clary's dragged in, being forced to touch the. Valentine takes her, urging her, she has to do this. I'm doing this for you. And trying to force her to touch it, and I swear I was holding my breath during this scene. She's forcing her to touch the sword, almost there, and then Simon tackles him, and after Simon drank Chase's blood and he was attacking people and fighting, I think he was moving with more speed or whatever, and I think that's the after effects of Chase's blood. I don't know, it just seemed like he was moving faster. And then the other downwaters flood in to attack. I think, or unless I'm jumping ahead, Clary doesn't touch it, but then Jace is looking at the sword. He was thinking he can end it all. It doesn't. But I'm like, Jace, you can't touch the sword. You don't have demon blood. It's gonna. You're not gonna destroy it. You're gonna do the opposite. And then he does touch it. He does touch it, and it flings him off to the side with like an electrical current or something like that. Valentine acts like he knew that's what he was gonna do, and he takes the sword and he waves it and he kills the downworlders that just came in. They are dead, but like I suspected, Simon's not, and Jace isn't. But we don't know why. Jace touched the sword. He sort of destroyed it and destroyed himself in the process. But we don't know that yet. But of course, we all knew why. Valentine's outside of the Institute with the sword, and then a wolf attacks him, and it turns out to be Luke. Like, I was afraid of what it was, and I was really starting to be afraid for Luke right there. Then I thought Valentine was going to kill him. But then Jace comes up, and they start fighting, and then Valentine tells Jace the truth that no, they had figured out before that Jace doesn't have the demon blood, that he had angel blood in him. And then during that fight with Valentine outside the Institute, Jace confronts him, telling him, "Why did you lie to me? Why did you tell me I had demon blood when I have angel blood?" Valentine tells him the truth, that he's not his father, Clary's not his sister, Jocelyn's not his mother. And then you also learn the truth that Jace is Valentine's most prized creation. He really does love him, which that's what I've always believed from the start. And that Valentine, it was kind of a trick. He knew Jace would come to be the hero and touch the sword and activate it. Every scene in this episode was very well done, and I loved all of it. I enjoyed it. I was on the edge of my seat. Valentine and Jace are fighting, and we know Valentine was telling the truth because he was touching the sword. They're fighting, they lose track of the sword, and then Clary comes up, picks up the sword, and sees another rune. What are you doing? Anyway. She picks up the sword and sees a rune and draws it on it, and something happens. She doesn't destroy it. After she draws the rune, I think it kind of like bonds on. She drops it to the ground. So I don't know exactly what happened to the sword. Maybe she made it more angelic or whatever. I'm sure we'll find that out in the next half of the season. And then everything's calm after that. We're back in the Institute with Simon, and he steps into a shaft of sunlight coming into the window. He starts to look back, but realizes it doesn't burn him. They little Simon! I was never really sure if that was going to happen, but I'm glad it is, because it's something from the books, and I love it when they bring in different aspects of the books. We have that nice, lovely Malik scene where Malik was worried about Magnus, wondering if he was in the Institute. Is he alive? Is he dead? And dead. He goes outside looking for him. He doesn't see him. And then they see each other. They hug. Alec confesses all the feelings he had, the feels. And then he says, "I love you," and Magnus says it back. They kiss and they hug again. And that scene was just so perfect, and just what you need at the end of all this action stuff. You need like a sweet, nice scene. And I, for one, do not think Malik is being rushed at all. The time frame in the show and the time frame in the books are pretty much the same. The show is not a long expansive time. Just like you gotta remember, it's not a long expansive time in the books. It's nearly the same time. It's not months and stuff in the books. It's the same, like weeks. That's all. are pretty much the same. And then back inside the institute, we have a nice Jason Alex scene where we talk about that Clace are not really related. Alec asks him what he's gonna do, and he says he's gonna tell her. He's gonna tell her, and I was like, I'm getting so excited. There's gonna be a Clace kiss, and we're gonna be happy. But then Clary's sitting with Luke, and then Simon comes up, and he pulls her away and wants her to see something, and I automatically knew. I knew. He leads us to the institute, leads her outside, and once she realizes where he's going, she starts to fight him like he can't go out in sunlight, but you just keep on going out into the sun. And that was a very nice, cute climbing scene. That was happy. They're hugging, and I think they kissed too. That was a nice climbing scene. You had to have loved that scene. But of course, Jace is at the door, and he sees it, and then he just goes back inside, and now he's not going to tell her because he thinks she's happy with Simon, and now the love triangle really begins. So, and that was the end of the episode, and the end of 2A. We have to wait all the way to June 5th for the premiere of 2B. I don't know how we're gonna last. It's gonna feel really different and weird come next Monday and there's no Shadowhunters. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I know we watched the rest of the season because the season has been amazing so far, and it can only get better. I absolutely love this show, and I have no complaints with this show. It's just amazing every single week, and all the actors are doing an amazing job. I almost forgot to talk about my favorite part, but I don't think I have a favorite part of this episode because I think I loved all of it. Yeah, I can't think of one favorite part. All of it. This whole episode was my favorite part. What were your favorite parts of this episode? What parts made you scream and stuff? Because I know I was very loud on this episode. Let me know down in the comment section below, and we can talk about this episode or the show in general. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!